and I'll return in the cool of the day. My Lord, he said unto me, do you like my garden so pure? Well, you can live in this garden if you keep the waters clean. And I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Oh, the earth it is a garden, the garden of my Lord. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. My Lord, he said unto me, do you like my garden so green? Well, you can't live in this garden if you feed all my sheep. And I'll return in the cool of the day. And my Lord, he said unto me, do you like my garden so free? Well, you can't live in this garden if you keep my people free. And I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Oh, the earth it is a garden, the garden of my Lord. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. Did it work? Are you cooler? I like to believe I have this kind of magical powers. This is Scott Mannering here with me from Rooster. We're so glad to be here. We're always glad to be here, and especially glad to open for Tony tonight. We got to hear his sound check and have been listening to his records, and I've been knowing about him for years, so I'm really excited myself to get to hear him live tonight, so you all are in for a treat. We'll just do a few for you here, and then Tony will be up in a little bit. Tony, I didn't know you were waiting for a new baby either, so I've got a song for you just for that. I'll do for you in a little while. Okay. This isn't it. I'll let you know. Today I saw a bluebird fly on my garden wall, find a tender seed and branches sleeping since that it's December again for a minute. But not without those space heaters, though. I don't know if you guys have been here in the winter with this. Wow, there we go. I told you I had magical powers. So this is a song from a group of songs I wrote for the North Carolina Symphony called The Gathering. And we were here in December and did these songs with, I think Martha Bassett was here with us that night, and Mike Compton and Joe Newberry. It was a lovely evening, and we're going to do a rendition of one of those songs called String of Pearls. Yes. On a winter's night, mile after mile, light after light, the moon a lantern, or the frozen world, moon after moon, on a string of pearls. I am mother, I count the years, day after day, tear after tear. My boys beloved and my precious girls, joy after joy, on the string of pearls. I am a daughter, I am a son, heart after heart, hope begun. My mother's hands, my father's curls, love after love, on a string of pearls. I am a stranger on a winter's night. Reach for the joy, lean for the light, the moon a lantern, or the frozen world, moon after moon, on a string of pearls, the distant candles, the stars a swirl, moon after moon, on a string of pearls. Moon after Okay, we'll go back to summertime now. So I live in Greensboro. Scott and I both live in Greensboro. And we have a, I know, come on. So we have a farmer's market on Saturday morning that's been around forever. In Greensboro, we call it the Curb Market. I have no idea why, but we go to the Curb Market on Saturday mornings. And there's a vendor there who sells all the weird tomatoes and all the funny peppers and things. Of course, I go there every year and buy all my vegetables. And I'm a pretty big perennial flower gardener. And one year, it was a couple years ago, they had this flower there that I'd never seen before. And I just couldn't imagine what this thing could be. It was this beautiful kind of spray with these little pink flowers at the top. And I asked the vendor about them, and he said, oh, this is a vintage annual that's fallen out of favor for being leggy and unruly. It's like, well, I have daughters like that, so anyway. So it's called Kiss Me Over the Garden Gate, and I just felt like it needed to have its own song, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know that April moons are shining, the silver crescent up above. It gives a good gal's heart a finding. I got the fever comes from love. The nightingale is at my window. I'm down the trail, just through the roads. The kiss as sweet as wine, and tangled up in vines. I like my garden overgrown. I like my loving overblown. Come on and meet me round the back just after midnight. Don't be cruel and make me wait. Under the stars so bright, under the moon so wide. Kiss me over the garden gate. Tried to woo me, and Jack of Hearts said he'd be true. Those fellas never mattered to me. My everlasting love's for you. So stay away from black-eyed Susan, and keep your hands off Lily too. If you and I should part, break my bleeding heart, I don't care what I've been missing, 'cause it's you I've been a kissing. Come and meet me round the back just after midnight. Don't be cruel and make me wait. Under the stars so bright, under the moon so wide. Kiss me over the garden gate. Come on and meet me round the back just after midnight. Don't be cruel and make me wait. Under the stars so bright, under the moon so wide. Kiss me over the garden gate. Under the midnight blue, under the April moon. Kiss me over the garden gate. Wow. Okay, so Tony, are you around? No? Maybe. Yeah. All right, tell him I got a new baby song for him.
There you go.
And I actually was already planning on singing this tonight, not because I am going to have a new baby, but because all my old babies are growing up. So I had one of those weeks where I graduated a daughter from college and sent another one off to college orientation. My youngest went off to college orientation. And my oldest called this morning. She lives in Thailand. She's a 5th grade teacher over there. And they're great girls, and they're awesome. But I actually remember waiting for the first one to be born. She was really late. So the whole thing was about waiting. And I remember, she was really late. And that was back when, it was a long time ago, and they just didn't care. They just made you wait, And so I was pretty sure that probably everybody, we lived in Winston-Salem at the time, I was pretty sure everybody on my street was just waiting by the phone, and probably everybody in Winston-Salem, and probably the state legislature, the White House, and on out to the universe. And, but I actually think that maybe in some ways that's true, and that the universe is waiting for each new baby to be born, and so we're looking forward to Tony's coming, and I'm real happy about mine also. So this is called House on the Hill. I'm not able to get through in that. lingering still, even song prayer, lamp on the sill, time tarries there to welcome you home. Father, he waits, ever be stead, cherry tree makes your cradle and bed, spindles and slates, polished to red, to welcome you home. Mother is still, hands never cease, lamb on the hill gives the softest of fleece, blanket of wool, woven by peace, to welcome you home. Come morning, the lark calls out to the night. We sleep in the dark, born into the light. Heart of our hearts, souls reunite to welcome you home. The wind holds her breath, the earth heaves a sigh. The seas still their depths and the heavens draw nigh. To see your first breath, hear your first cry, welcome you home. The wind holds her breath, the earth heaves a sigh. The seas still their depths and the heavens draw nigh. To see your first breath, hear your first cry, welcome you home. To see your first breath, hear your first cry, and welcome you home. To see your first breath, hear your first cry, and welcome you home. Okay, enough of that sweet stuff. So this next one, I'm just going to tell you to listen for the words because it's important for the people of this town. I'm not going to tell you. You just have to listen. That's one way to make you listen, right? So this is about a real guy named Charlie Poole, who was a banjo player up in Guilford County and Rockingham County. He was a textile worker and a con man and a thief and a moonshine runner and a bad husband. She just said it's a good thing it wasn't yours. It really is a good thing. Yeah, this is not about my husband. I actually got to sing this up in Eden, North Carolina at the Charlie Poole Festival a couple weeks ago. That was real fun. And the Chamber of Commerce did not run me off. Stayed out all night and I laid out all day. Walked by the foreman, he won't make my pay. Lost me a wife and my about bad husbands. Yeah! They just seem to write themselves. I don't know how this happens. Once I loved a lying man. Once I loved a lying man. King of hearts and sleight of hand. Promises to sinking sand. Once I loved a lying man. Held my heart in velvet chains. Held my heart in velvet chains. Frozen kisses of poison and pain. Love of lies, one and the same. Held my heart in velvet chains. Seas are calm and skies are fair. Seas are calm and skies are fair. I sink in darkness and drown in despair. Quiet water still ain't got nowhere. Seas are calm and skies are fair. Touch so tender, thou so sweet. Touch so tender, thou so sweet. Every promise was dipped in deceit. Our proof falls with every beat. Touch so tender, thou so sweet. Light this house and watch it burn. Light this house and watch it burn. Scars of suffering and lessons learned. Love don't die, it's spoiled and turns. Light this house and watch it burn. Once I loved a lying man. Once I loved a lying man. King of hearts and sleight of hand. Promises of sinking sand. Once I loved a lying man. Once I loved a lying man. Once I loved a lying man. Okay. Now I see what's happening. That's an imaginary song. It's not about any real person. So this is another song that actually was inspired by another story from Eden. This is actually an older song of mine. Polecat Creek recorded it in 2004 on a record called Leaving Eden. And it's got a new life this year. The Carolina Chocolate Drops recorded it, and it's the title track of their new CD that's out now. And thanks. Yeah, I'm real excited about it. And Rhiannon's a good friend, another Greensboro girl, and so it's a real honor for me. And we'll do our version of it. But I wrote this after they closed the last textile mill up in Ada, North Carolina. I heard about her on the radio, and I just worried about those folks up there and what do you do in a town where there are no more jobs? And I wondered what I would do. I come from a long line of weavers, So this is called Leaving Eden. Hush now, don't you wake up. We'll be leaving at first light. Mama's buying you a mockingbird to lull you through the night. We'll cross the dam by morning. Here's a blanket for you to share. They're building down in Georgia. Daddy hears we'll find work there. And the mockingbird can sing like the crying of a dove. I can tell my daughters all the things that I'm scared of. I'm not afraid of that bright glory up above. Dying's just another way to leave the ones you love. The ones you love. No work for the working man, just one more empty mill. Hard times in Rockingham, hard times harder still. The crows are in the kitchen, the wolves at the door. Our father's land of Eden is paradise no more. And the mockingbird can sing like the crying of a dove. And I can tell my daughters all the things that I'm scared of. I'm not afraid of that bright glory up above. Dying's just another way to leave the ones you love. My sister stayed in Eden. Her husband's got some land. The agent for the county thinks that they can make a stand. It's a hard life of working with nothing much to show. It's a long life of leaving with nowhere to go. And the mockingbird can sing like the crying of a dove. I can tell my daughters all the things that I'm scared of. But I'm not afraid of that bright glory up above. Dying's just another way to leave the ones you love. The ones you love. So we've got a new one for you. Last time I was here with Rhiannon. We were in the audience, and we came to hear Peggy Seeger. Does anybody hear that noise? I don't know if you you all remember this, but before that there was a woman speaking, and she was with a group probably called something like Moore County Citizens Against Amendment 1 or something. Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
And that night, that whole thing got on my mind and under my skin. And also I saw Peggy Seeger that night, and then I saw her again the next night in Chapel Hill, and something about the legacy of the Seeger family. I don't know, and being with Rhiannon, because we had this this is Rhiannon Giddens I'm talking about, we had this long conversation about protest songs and how to write a protest song. So the end result is that I went home and wrote one on Saturday. And by Monday we were recording it and ended up making a video called Vote Against American War. I'm actually not going to sing that right now because we lost. No, that's not why. Oh, well, thanks. I'll do it some other time. But it's actually gotten on my mind a lot, this whole, when I was doing that song all over the state at these rallies and stuff, I kept having the honor of being on stage with a lot of older black civil rights leaders from North Carolina, including Reverend Barber, who's the head of the NAACP in North Carolina. And the long struggle for civil rights in this state we have a long history of it, but also a proud history of it. And those things have been on my mind as I've been writing since that time. So that's where this song came from. It's called The Rebel. And I also have to cheat and look at the words. Rise the tide, swell of longing, swell of pride, and the bowl of land and sea collide. Rebel, river humming underground, children running, freedom bound. And their mothers pray they never will be found. Rebel, stay the rising, stay the tide, swell of anger, swell of pride, and you swear you'll never change your mind, and your fear and ignorance collide, for they sit 5 and dime, green the city, black the time, and their longing and their innocence collide, and they swear they'll never stand aside. Heed the rising, heed the tide, hidden lovers losing time, swell of anger, swell of pride, sea of lovers sees the tide, and their longing and their innocence collide. always feel y'all are great about letting me try out new stuff, and I always love coming here. So we're going to do one more. And then we're going to take a little break, and Tony's going to come up, and it's just, y'all are just in for such a treat, and I just can't wait to sit down and hear him. So thank you again for being here, and thank you for Janet and all you do to make all this happen. So I guess I wouldn't say this about this. This is a song I wrote for a play called Brother Wolf a long time ago, and just by millions of tiny accidents, it ended up in the hands of Levon Helm, who put it on his Dirt Farmer record. And I know it's a big honor for me, and I'm really missing him since he passed this spring. So we'll do this for Levon, and it's called Annually. Listen now, children, a story I'll tell of a woman they called Annalie. She had a fine son and she raised him up well, and a daughter as lovely as she. Sing for her darlings a sweet lullaby as the cool evening shadows grew long. Angels and nightingales gather at night just to hear Mother in the dimming of day, as the sparrow returns to her nest, I'll return to you dreaming with each lullaby. Hold your sweet weary head to my breast. Early one morning she rode into town to tend to her dear sister there. She kissed her two babies on cheek and on brow, left them with nary a care. The wind it did rise and the rain it did fall, the river a shadowy wave. Annalie never heard danger's dark call, and was swept to her watery grave. And I'll return to you, dear, in the dimming